Rob and Slim Show.
Hey, Rob, what's up?
Well, this is Slim.
Oh, Rob and Slim Show, what's up?
Slim.
Yeah, give us a second here, Rob. Sitting down right now.
I'm slitting.
Okay.
Slitting down.
Slitting down.
Freematik. How are you,
man.
dude?
I'm kind of nervous. I have to go up after Pervy the Clown, man. I don't know how I'm going to do. That's a tough bill, man.
It
It's
is.
a tough bill for me. I don't know how. I'm going to bring everyone down now.
I know. It's okay though. It's okay. The show goes where it goes, my friend. It goes.
Yeah, right.
It goes everywhere. You are. This is the third time we've had you on, right?
I think it's the second. Well, it could be the third, actually. Maybe there's 2 Dark Moon ones.
Yes.
Yeah, because been doing Dark Moon comic for a long time.
For a long time, I feel like it was either first or second season that we came across you, and you sent us shirts. We've had you on before, and you messaged me about a month ago, and I was like, wow, we're gonna do it again. We're gonna do it again because,
Hell yeah,
dude, you've been better, but you were diagnosed with stage 4 brain cancer, right?
Yeah, this summer, I was just doing my normal thing. I was making a lot of music. I was, working at my job, and started getting headaches. And the next thing you know, kind of headaches started getting a little worse. So it got to the point I had to go to the doctor, and then next thing you know, CT scan. And I thought it was just a routine, exam. And they were took me over to the emergency room right there. And they were like, yeah, you have a mass in your head. We're going to do an MRI tonight. So it was like a roller coaster from there. It was just like, whoo, and surgery and real soon. And,
yeah,
but yeah, I recovered great from the surgery. I was really worried about it. Doing really good. They give you a lot of bad news, but I feel really good. I feel really positive. I've lost a ton of weight because I guess diets help with brain cancer in particular. So
wow.
I've been doing a crazy diet, like keto mostly, and just restricted calories.
When they found it, how much time did they give you? When they found that you had it, how much time did they give you?
I mean, that's rough because they were saying 95% of the cases are 6 months to 3 years. But what happens is they factor in that a lot of people that get it, first of all, are in their 70s, or in mid 70s or something. That's kind of, so if you do it on a curve, based on when I got it, my health, my ability to kind of recover from surgery. Also, there's all these factors about genetics and things like that. So luckily I found that I should be recovering well from and doing well with the treatment. So I've had some really good signs, but at the same time, it's a scary new world, right? Basically you just look at life differently. So
wow,
that's kind of what I've been doing. I kind of changed. At first of course I had to just recover from the surgery. First week, it's you can barely move around. Luckily I was able to kind of get up and walking pretty soon.
Yeah.
But then eventually I kind of wanted to get back into first making music, and also I'm kind of finishing out some Dark Moon stuff. And but I got back into music, and then I'm I'm just going to put all this stuff out for charity, for brain cancer research at UCSF, and that's kind of been my new thing. And it kind of got me back into having a purpose with that stuff, and kind of giving back too, because I don't really need the money from the music. I'd rather just give it to charity. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. And I know one of your guys' friends had a bad experience, and it's a rough diagnosis. Yeah,
that's I know. I was messaging you. One of my buddies, he had eye pain, and he went for a scan or something, and they found a tumor, and he didn't even. From talking to him, I don't even feel like he felt he was gonna pass. But then,
right.
A couple of months later, he was gone. He was gone. So
that's the thing, is it has a regular thing where it tries to come back. So for me, I'm trying to do all I can to keep it like, and you know, you have your kind of standard thing with surgery and stuff, and then there's radiation and chemo. But what I've been doing in addition is there's this thing called Optune, which is like these electrodes you basically wear in your head like 75 to 80% of the time, and it's like a scalp, like these pads, and you can cover it up with a cap. But it's like sending like electric waves in your brain that's supposed to keep what do you call it? The cells that rapidly divide from coming back. Wow. That plus the keto diet is supposed to starve out the tumor. So those are the things I'm trying to do in addition, and then just try. You know, like you never know. Like it's been a great lesson in like, you know, for everyone, like not just people in my situation, that like, you know, life can be short, and like, you know, you just gotta enjoy every moment.
That's what I was gonna ask.
Hang out with friends, hang out with family, you know, do fun stuff, and you know,
That's what I was gonna ask. Has it changed your outlook? How has it changed your outlook?
Yeah, like completely. Like, I mean, it's weird though, because it kind of fades. Like, I mean, right after surgery, I was just like looking at life completely differently, just, you know, happy for every single day. And then suddenly now I'm back at work, and I'm like, when is it going to be 5? You know, it's like, but
yes!
like, you know, I still, you know, I still don't fully jump into that. And also like, I've been trying to control like any type of anger, any type of stuff, because it's frustration. It's not worth the time. So I've been trying to work on that. And then just like, trying to, I started a YouTube to just send a positive message to other people out there. Because when I first got the diagnosis, I like went on the internet and just went YouTube and just Googled everything, and it's all bad info. But like, it took me it took me days and days to find people that had lived for 20 years with this thing, and or longer, but they're out there. You know, it's just that it's hard to find info. So, and there's also people that, you know, pass real quickly. So like, I'm trying to just spread the message of like, you can, because I kind of felt like, oh shit, I'm done. You know, like, I mean, like, it's a lot to handle your first couple weeks, but then I'm like, now I feel great. I'm back at work. I'm doing well. So I'm just like trying to spread the positivity of, you know, after these kind of crazy diagnoses, you can, you know, kind of make something good of it, you know, still do cool stuff. I'm trying to finish up my final Dark Moon mini print version, which I don't know how it's going to come out. We're still kind of going back and forth over the details, but you know, just trying to do some doing some great music, and just, you know, trying to get back into that stuff, and, you know, be creative again, you know, and the Dark Moon stuff. So I had the 4 motion comics, and that was kind of the original story. And then I was trying to kind of add on like a Mike and Nine, which is the artist I work with, kind of base story. Also, I'm doing for Dark Moon comic a redo of the original ones, the number 1 soundtrack with new music I've done. So I'm basically like doing a remix of the motion comic, which should come out pretty soon. So, you know, I've just been trying to stay busy with that stuff and stay creative.
So for anyone that hasn't heard it yet, what is the premise of Dark Moon?
Yeah, so Dark Moon is a motion comic. It's available on Madefire and on YouTube too, just Dark Moon comic. You can just type in. And it's basically the Earth is about to get hit by an asteroid. A scientist has just kind of discovered teleportation, you know, was kind of experimenting with it. And, you know, right before the asteroid hits, he grabs some people that are nearby, and they all escape, but they end up at this thing that the thing was already pointed at, this dark moon, where they have these suits on that they have to wear. They were like, you know, if they were going to land on, you know, like basically spacesuit. So anyway, they're on this moon, and they're getting kind of hunted by an alien or aliens, and you know, that kind of story. And then it goes on from there in number 2, where they, you know, find out more. And then, you know, I actually was pretty happy, because I'm not I've always wanted to write comics, but I've always kind of just bailed out and not done it. But this was me kind of after the number 1, kind of taking it further And like even in number 3, I think I actually developed like some like emotions with the characters where I was trying to like portray it in the motion comic. By the way, the motion comic format in general is so underused, and it's such a cool kind of thing. It's just, especially for artists, I mean, like me, that like, I don't know if I could recruit enough actors to like put something together, but you can hire an artist and then, make the, you know, with these tools, you can make all the parts of them move and kind of add some motion and music to the thing. So my whole thing was like, I always wanted to do soundtracks for movies. Never really got the opportunities, but I just started making my own, basically, you know. So that's kind of why I went with motion comics. It gave me complete control to be like a director, and without the trying to gather up, you know, 40 people or something.
Yeah.
But as far as motion comics go, like if you do a motion comic, does that mean you also have like a still comic version of that?
Some people do. I mean, one of the big motion that Wolfenstein did like a couple motion comics, and I mean they're mostly you know, video game franchise. I don't know if they have a paper comic, right. But they but you know, yeah, for my first issue I put out an actual print comic, but I found that was way too hard for, I mean, the Madefire tools really gave me the ability to do everything I wanted to do. So then like I was kind of wanting to do a print comic, and it came out, but it was so much work for, you know, not as much reward as so I kept going with the motion comic basically. And it's kind of, I think, similar to anime or similar to like, it's just like you just have speech bubbles instead of people talking. It's kind of the difference, you know, and then kind of also the vibe, you know, but there's different vibes for that stuff. So, but yeah, it was a lot of fun to do. Now I'm just trying to put out like a mini print version of this one with the artist Mike and I, as part of kind of like a you know, like an album and comic combo. So I am trying to kind of get back into print, but I'm probably going to do it like a black and white, kind of like a mini zine type of deal, you know, kind of keep it simple.
Cool. What was the album you did, Freematik?
Teleported was the one that I did. First I did a soundtrack for the Dark Moon comic, but then I did Teleported with Mike and I, and now we just put out Teleported 2, which both of them, 100% of sales are going to the UCSF Brain Cancer Research Center. Like I said, I you know, I have a pretty good job. I don't need the money, and I'm just putting it out to raise some money for this, you know, for this cause that obviously I care about. Yes. I've been kind of frustrated because honestly, brain cancer research is like it has recently, but it hasn't changed much in the last like 50, 60 years.
That's a lot.
Just recently, there's been a lot, but it's like it's kind of depressing to see. Like, there's been a lot of other like some other cancers have a lot of updates. But yeah, so I'm just trying to kind of, you know, it's something not a lot of people get affected by. So you know, it's a, you know, it's not, you know, it's not followed as much as some of the other ones. So yeah, you know,
okay, yeah,
trying to represent.
Well, that's what I heard about the COVID vaccine. That it was originally a cancer type vaccine that they were working on.
Oh, really? Okay, I didn't know that. But yeah, I mean, even one of the drugs I was looking at for possibly later, because my uncle's a pharmacist, he was kind of telling me about it, is a breast cancer drug can be used as an alternative, like alternatively used for brain cancer. You know, I don't know if that's going to fit what I need, but that, you know, it's crazy. Like, they're always looking for these alternative uses for drugs.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
So yeah, it's kind of interesting. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty crazy. All the they have a lot of different clinical trials you can go into. I mean, the Optune therapy I wear is insane. I basically like have a 5-pound like thing that I have to carry around, or you know, you sleep with it on and everything. But the statistics are really good on it, so it's like I've just kind of committed to it.
That's cool. Yeah, I couldn't even imagine having to make that kind of an adjustment. But if you have to, you have to.
Right, yeah, you just get used to it. But then there's things like I get out of bed and I get pulled back because the thing is on top of my head. There's all these wires and things. So it's not too cumbersome, but you just forget about being kind of like tied to a little 5-pound anchor once in a while. So it's
I
like, try to let my cat in and I get like pulled back and stuff. It's pretty funny.
My leg falls asleep and I can't get up, so I can only imagine the extra.
Oh man, sometimes I get in bed and then I have to get right back up to like turn off the heat or something, and I'm just like so bummed. I'm like, are you kidding me? Because you have to like plug the thing into like an outlet too, so it's like, oh man.
But besides all that, just like we were saying, just you're just like we were saying before, you're wishing your life away when you're working. Like, I can't wait for it to be 5 o'clock so I can get out of here.
Yeah, and then you're just like living for the weekend or whatever after work and stuff. But yeah, I mean, luckily I have a pretty good amount of like free time during the day where I can kind of chill out and but yeah, it is kind of this thing where now I'm back to the routine. Also, you just forget that immediacy of like when you first come back from like something like this, you're just like, you have all these feelings of like, wow, like, life and all this. And then it kind of, just like anything, it kind of starts to fade after a while. And you're, it's still a big thing in my life, but like, it's hard to hold on to that immediacy of like, damn, I just went through that. Like if you almost get hit by a car, your life is different, but not for a long time, right? It's like, it's different for a while and then you forget it, kind of.
Yep, exactly. Wow.
So I've just been trying to kind of like, chill more definitely. And just like, I try to like so many days I go through and just not even like go outside and chill. So I try to like, just be a little more chill.
Nice. What is next for Dark Moon besides a printed comic?
Yeah, the re-release of the first one with the new soundtrack is going to be the next thing, and then honestly, I have to I might just switch to something different. I'm doing more music stuff right now, but possibly I might try to do more comic related stuff. But for now, it's really undiscovered overall. Like there's like some of the videos, some of the episodes have a good amount of views, but like every time someone sees it, they're like, why, this is like awesome. Why don't more people watch it? And it's just like, because I don't know how to market stuff, man. Like, I just know how to make the stuff.
Yes, that's a hard thing to do. And I wanted to ask too, do you have a definite end for the series?
Well, I kind of finished it up in number 4, where it it has like a feel good ending, and then like I've always wanted to do a one before, like a prequel, and maybe that with the original artist, because right now I'm working with a different artist on the mini print. Okay. But with the original artist, I would love to do a prequel that I had an idea for. But so that could be something, but it's kind of like. It's just sometimes I get too many things going at once, so I'm kind of like I'm trying to finish up this music stuff. I'm actually gonna be talking to a couple different artists about music artists about stuff, but yeah, I'm also just not trying to get too many balls rolling. So for now, the prequel is just kind of TBD, but it'd be awesome to do.
It's definitely an extra ball rolling, but you should think about maybe trying to get involved with like an indie game developer and do like a video game prequel or something like
that. An app game.
My cousin's actually in that industry. He's been he designed some of the original Call of Duty levels, and now he's a higher up, like a management type of guy. But yeah, he's I've kind of like tried to pitch it to him in different ways. But yeah, I mean. It would have the right imagery for a sick game, definitely.
Yeah. Even like right now, like a lot of like indie games get very popular, so you can do like a simple like 2D game and people would fucking love it. Yeah,
iPad game or iPhone Droid game, all that stuff. I mean, I need to kind of start at least reaching out to more people. I'm so bad at that, but hey, if there's any indie developers out there. Check out Dark Moon Comic. Send an email. Check out my Bandcamp. I get those emails.
Yeah.
Well, we have this guy.
Shadows.
We have this guy, Pervy the Clown. He might do a porno version of your story.
Okay. That's a good idea. That's a good one. Tell him. Yeah, give him my contacts.
We're all gonna be a Pervy the Clown movie at some point. We're all gonna be just getting spanked.
Awesome.
Getting spanked.
That's all I really wanted to talk about is that interview. But, yeah. I saw that. I'm like, oh man, I have to follow that up. That's gonna be rough.
I didn't get starstruck until the end when I realized, like, oh no, like he's in a porn that I've watched several times.
I watch him once a week.
I've masturbated to a porn this guy is in.
I know that guy. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that's a much more interesting story.
No.
All right, well, hopefully I'll be jerking off to a Dark Moon porn at some
point. Dark Moon / Pervy.
Yeah, I'll work on that. That sounds like a good ball to get rolling there.
If all else fails.
Freematik, it's been great talking to you again, though, dude. Thank you so much.
Definitely, guys.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
for being
all right. Stay in touch. Yeah, definitely good to talk to you.
Absolutely. Where can everybody find you?
Darkmooncomic.com. Oh no, that's not up now. It's just the Twitter is Darkmooncomic. Known Shadows, as in known and not known, but or unknown. But knownshadows.com is my music, and freematik.com is another place. Awesome. I get all those emails from all those sites. So if anybody wants to hit me up about a video game or whatever else, hit me up.
A porno.
Or that.
Yeah, or that. Yeah, or that.